This is Applebee's propaganda. This is what it is. They're trying to convince you that they invented grilled chicken.
And also sirloin steak.
Yes.
The cow never had that muscle before.
Yeah.
Applebee's genetically engineered the bovine.
So you're going best to worst?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that makes a lot more sense because it's a lot of how did they fuck this up?
That's what I was saying. With number 2 is mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
That's their second best dish according to Mashed.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because evidently they invented the mozzarella stick entree.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're saying. That's what they're trying to tell me. But I won't be fooled.
No, I'm just saying it's such a
Onion rings. Onion rings is number 16.
It's such a low bar to serve that it's like nobody can fuck it up. That's why it's so high. Is because they just fuck up everything so bad.
Queso and chips. That's their number 19.
Just chips.
Queso and chips.
Just chips. I won't give him queso.
Chicken tenders at 23.
Fuck you, chicken. Kill your fucking family.
Quesadilla burger. I feel like I've heard of that from them before too. I feel like it's bullshit, but I feel like
that at least sounds like something that they have a thing about.
Yeah. Does sound like something they'd have a thing about. Actually.
Penguin attack.
No, I was like, okay.
Yes, penguin attack.
It's been long enough. I mean,
Madness of the penguin.
Let me actually set this up so I can actually look at the levels while we do this, rather
Oh. Usually it doesn't matter.
Pro gamer move.
Yeah, pro gamer. So I can actually see like when you spike out and shit.
Yeah. I mean,
It'll give me something to look at when I pass out.
Yeah, maybe the moving bars will keep you awake.
That or put me in a hypnotic trance. One of those two.
It's a 50-50. You gotta gamble. We know that without it, you definitely fall asleep.
We've tried nothing, and we're all out of ideas.
Yeah.
This fucking
episode.
All
Where did
right.
I put the notes for this fucking episode? So right away, I have to put this out there that I was like, I don't know why this episode is named this. So I immediately referred to the creature as a Zargtha. And that's what it is. Or Zargtha, yeah.
Zargtha, yes.
Zargtha?
That's what they call it, and that's what it is. And if you Google Zargtha, all you get is Baywatch Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's not a good sign.
Never a good sign.
It's the character that was in Hoff's D&D campaign.
As we said before, like there's nothing you should Google and find Baywatch Nights as like the first thing.
Yeah.
Unless you Google Baywatch Nights.
Yeah. Everything, because there's nobody who's like only in Baywatch Nights. Everybody was in something more popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything, every creature,
Yeah.
save for the Zargtha.
Yeah. This is the peak of the Zargtha's acting career.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the German title, but it translates to Close Encounters,
Yeah.
which is at least a title.
Actually, I think I saw it translates more like Scary Encounter, which is same thing, same difference.
So it opens with some like stock footage, and then you get to like, oh, there's some truck stops. Yeah, exactly. He's out of stock footage, which is the first shot. We see that what is the Zargtha just hitched a ride under this like asshole's trailer. I don't know where he picked it up from.
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah.
He stops at some truck stop.
Yeah, now it's here.
And then it just attaches from the bottom of his trailer.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a continuation of Big Trouble in Little China.
I mean, sure.
I mean, what does it look like?
Well,
It looks like a Zargtha.
In this, it does look like a Zargtha. This is true. It is Zargtha.
Right.
It is Zargtha shaped. But at the moment, it's like super shadowy, and it really just looks like they just reused the burlap Marauders from the previous episode.
Yeah.
At this point in time.
Yeah, with a wig.
I'll spoil it for you now that it's not the case, but it looks like that right now.
I mean, 70% of it could.
Oh no! It's 70% there, but they technically did something different.
They did put a mask on it and a wig.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that they did do that, and that's just like they didn't get the thing in time, so they just put it in shadow.
That's also possible.
So the next scene,
we have 6 hours of film time.
So because of the way these two were dressed, I immediately dubbed them. I immediately dubbed this Will and Jed's bogus alleyway walk.
Yeah,
because they do look like shitty Bill and Ted impersonators.
Walking down this shady alleyway.
Yeah.
Which looks, again, like taken it directly from the previous episode. Just barrel fires everywhere.
Yeah. And they basically, they get clever girled. They let it somehow flank them and distract them while getting flanked by it at the same time. And we get
in this alleyway.
Yeah.
It somehow is in front of them and then behind them. And
yeah, it's there, and they get scared, and they run that way, and it's there. And they're like, shit, and then...
They also, don't show the Zargtha during this point in the...
No, but we get the first instance of Zargtha vision.
Yeah, that's true. During the attack, yeah.
Yeah, Zargtha vision is like the next evolution in the Creepers Peepers.
Mm-hmm. Is it the little handy cam?
I wish it was.
No, it's like, you know how they'll do, like, there'll be those like, things where they'll stretch, like, one half of the frame.
Uh-huh.
So they do that, and they also do, like, a split of, like, this side's red and this side's yellow. Yeah, it's a bunch of just bullshit. But it does that.
But that is Zargtha.
Yep. And so, one of them, the one who looks like Bill. The fake Bill gets killed. He gets just Zargtha to death.
Yeah, this kid just dead immediately.
Yeah. And our diet Ted, shows up at this youth shelter. And so from the outside shot, they show building, and it's like, okay, I think the youth shelter is where they have the saxophonist who plays while somebody gets beat with a pipe.
Yeah, that's true.
It looks like that building. So we think the saxophonist stays at this youth shelter. And so this kid's name is, at this point, they say Lily. But later, everybody pronounces it Lily.
Yeah. I have no idea who's called.
So Keanu Reeves is Lily?
Yes.
At this point, he's Lily.
Yeah, but Lily is how the character is referred.
Yes.
All right.
And so, he's talking to, like, the person who runs the youth shelter, who's also played by Hoff's real-life wife. And evidently she's acting like she knows it's a werewolf, because she's like, I have my silver letter opener.
Well, here's the funny thing about this particular bit, is, like, the kid gets fucking ate by this werewolf man.
Zargtha.
The Zargtha. What is it? Knockoff Ted, like, sees it happen, freaks out, and leaves.
As you do.
Which is but the thing is then it immediately shifts to then the youth center and him talking to the youth center, the person in charge of it.
Yeah.
Whatever, I'm not sure what that title is, but whatever it is, that's what she is. And they're like 80% of the way through the conversation already. So he's already explained, like, oh geez, Bill got eaten by a wolf man.
Will, please, Will. We don't want to get our copyright.
Oh, yeah. Will got eaten by a wolf.
Alex Winters got eaten by
got eaten by a wolf man, and she apparently sort of believes him in some respect.
Yeah. She's like, if somebody comes in, I'll yell real loud. Also, I have my fucking silver letter opener. They die from silver. Like, she's reading from the monster manual, just like Angie.
Well, it almost feels patronizing.
Yeah.
The way she's doing it. She's like, oh yeah, sure, Wolfman ate your friend, blah blah blah. I have a silver knife. Whoop-de-doo. I'll kill the Wolfman when he comes after you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It also sounds like they know like who the Zargtha is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff where they just sort of where they're just like, oh yeah, this happens all the time. It feels like that, but at the same time, they're also patronizing and don't believe him.
Yeah. So then we get to the part where I have already turned on this episode, is now we're inside, like they're getting ready to bed down for the night, and some other kid comes up to Lily, who's still Lily and not yet Lily,
Yeah.
and sits down. I'm like, hi, I'm Billy. And it's like, wait, fucking Lily's talking to Billy? Who wrote this shit?
Yeah.
This is...
And also Billy's a girl.
Billy's
too.
the girl and Lily's the boy.
just to be obnoxious.
Yeah, I think they just mixed up the script and said, fuck it, we're going with it.
I could totally see that. Just filming for half a day, and they switched the names, and then we're just like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, and then they had to change it.
They just wrote them all in.
They had to change it for the later shots where it's Lily, so that it sounds like it could be a.
And why didn't they just name him Lee? That's a real name.
I know.
And then they could just drop the sound out for the first syllable in editing.
You see, the problem with that idea is that it's a good idea. And this is Baywatch Nights. But yeah, so Billy is...
Dude, I think I'm actually supposed to be Billy.
But so Billy is interrogating Lily. Basically about the Wolfman attacks.
Yeah.
And...
Wolfman's...
But that would also mean... No, they couldn't have done that, because that would have mean that Ted is actually Bill.
Ted is Bill and Bill is Ted, man.
Shut up and fuck you. So, yeah, anyway, he's being interrogated about this stuff, and Billy really wants to hear all about this, because she's obviously concerned that a Wolfman's going to eat her.
Yeah. We know they smell like the sewer. They mention that.
Yeah. So yeah, they get a bit of they do a bit of exposition about how it has creepy yellow eyes, stinks really bad.
Only kills kids.
Yeah.
And so then they like
it goes for their adrenochrome.
So then it's like, okay, they go to sleep, and then Lily like wakes up in a cold sweat. And it's like, no, there's a Zargtha. The Zargtha's now inside the house.
Yeah.
And the Zargtha's like, fuck everybody.
Well, yeah, I think he like sees the Zargtha just like looming over one of the other kids.
Well, yeah. Well, first he just wakes up, sweaty.
Yeah.
And he's like turns and it's dark, and he like walks over, and it turns out that the Zargtha's just like,
just eating some kid.
Yeah. And then he's like, and Zargtha's like, and he starts attacking everybody.
Yeah. He freaks out. Everybody wakes up. And Zargtha just goes crazy and just starts flailing at people.
Yeah.
As they do.
Yeah. So then,
such is their ways.
Yeah. So then.
I mean, there's so much lore.
So then Lily and Billy get the great idea to escape down Murder Alley.
Yeah. So yeah, like everybody scatters. What is it? The lady in charge of everything tries to stab the Wolfman, but doesn't do a good job.
No,
is the short version. I really am not sure what happens in that particular.
No, nobody's sure.
She definitely
less than the Long Night episode of Game of Thrones of what's going on in there.
True. But so all I can be sure is that she comes at the Wolfman with the knife, and then she's basically just pushed against the wall and screams.
Yeah.
That's about it.
To be fair, against anybody but the kids, the Zargtha's main mode of attack seems to be just like gently bumping into people.
It seems to be just shoving people away or into walls.
So, I have to interject now. Does the cold open start, or the opening start there?
No.
That would have been the good place to put it, is the lady getting attacked and then having the stupid scream opening.
Uh-huh.
You're
right.
No. We still have like 5 more minutes.
It would have been the I mean, seriously though.
Spoiler: the cold open ends ends at 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah. And this is like
I don't know. I didn't timestamp the whole
5-4.
fucking notes. I just timestamped when the cold open ends.
Yeah, no. I mean, I same thing, but I'm just estimating.
No,
Yeah.
but it's just I'm like looking at the beats.
No,
That's where you
there's
put
no
it.
beats, man.
There's lots of beats. They just fall on your head. and you
Baywatch
get
not
beat
just
with
like
beats.
jazz. It's about where the beats aren't. So Lily and Billy running down Murder Alley, and then some hobo just comes out and like, kind of like, no, just kind of like seemingly tries to hug Lily.
Yeah, he basically just comes out like, "Hey, I'm gonna hug you,"
And then Lily just shoves him over, and
That's it.
then that's it. Yeah, he's gone.
It's basically just it's the cat scare, but with a hobo. Is really all it is.
Yeah. So then then it briefly looks like they're in the jungle.
Yeah. Well, well, what is it? They're down Murder Alley. Like all the other kids are gone. They're, as far as we know, they got eaten.
Yeah.
As they do.
Like Lily just wants to basically bug out. He just wants to just get as far away as he can from the situation.
Yeah.
Billy is trying to stick together, but Lily doesn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Either he basically ditches her as soon as he gets the
Yeah,
opportunity.
he's a firm believer in the you don't have to be faster than the Zargtha, this faster than the Billy.
So
Well, if he goes slower than 55 miles an hour.
so what is it? The Zargtha like catches up to Billy, who then catches up to Lily, and they end up in like this weird in a weird
Yakety sax Scooby Doo.
No. They end up after some running stuff into like a weird tropical garden area, directly next to
Yeah,
this.
they don't. And the thing is, there's not like a transition.
Yeah.
It's like they're running, and then it's like next shot, there's just ferns and shit.
Yeah, and it's all foggy and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what? They got to Bolivia? Like, how far have they been running?
Yeah, it's really weird.
And then you're like, oh wait, no, I see a building back there. Okay, I think this is just like they ran into like the bushes next to something.
Yeah, they just
This takes place in Southern California, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. just making sure.
so yeah, right next to the grimy alleyways is the tropical gardens.
Yeah, which is right next to the beach.
Right next to the beach.
Yes. It goes alley, small jungle, beach.
So yeah, the Zargtha chases them through the.
Sounds like a Pokemon map.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's like the guiding lens in Monster Hunter. So
It really is.
So you got right like just within a little distance of each other. You have the ice area with a forest, and then the lava area.
Right.
Yeah. And then the Zargtha runs from the alley to the beach.
Zargtha does sound like a Pokemon name.
It does.
Might be one.
It might. So yeah. Jungle next to beach. Billy doesn't get out of the jungle. She's like, I don't know what's going on. She's struggling in the jungle.
Yeah, she's not doing good.
Yeah, she didn't bring her machete.
Lily's about 10 steps ahead of her,
And therefore on the beach.
and therefore on the beach. Yeah.
And then this is where Billy gets got in Zargtha vision.
Right.
Um,
Right in the little tropical jungle.
yeah, right in the jungle. And then the Zargtha gives a woo that sounds like it's coming right before a Cookie Crisp.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where that's where the cold open ends. So you go a woo. Yeah.
Which isn't terrible, but is definitely worse than the scenario you put up.
Yeah.
It is at least the howl to the
Yeah.
but no. Oh yeah, and Billy and no, Lily somehow escapes by like hiding under the little ramp.
Yeah,
up
to the lifeguard shack.
Because I realized I had to tie this into Baywatch somehow.
So now after the opening sequence, then you get Angie is on the phone. Her car is busted. Fuel injector's out. So Hoff's like, oh, you can take the Suburban, and I'll just drive one of the trucks from Baywatch because I can do that. fuck them. And then you get earthquake, and then this is where Angie tells Hoff that she expected something bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
That's what you said.
Yep. And it's basically
like genitals eyes. I want them to know.
And so then Hoff's like, yeah. Angel's like, it doesn't seem like it was that big, whatever. They go to the beach.
That's what she said.
There you go. Now we caught on. Dicks.
Yeah.
So they go to the beach. Angie's dropping off Hoff in the Suburban. It's deserted though because it's like off season and the weather's kind of shitty. And like as Angie's like getting out of there, she sees Billy's body in like
just the feet.
Yeah, just the feet sticking out, but it's literally like one of those like little planters next to like a Best Buy.
Yeah, a bit bigger maybe, but yeah, it's like that. Just tropical-ish.
Yeah.
So palms and what have you.
Yeah. So they're kind of looking at after Angie calls 911, and they kind of look at it, see that there's no like teeth marks except for the throat that's been ripped out. And Hoff's like, wouldn't if you were getting like attacked by a dog when you like try to defend yourself?
Yeah.
In some way.
Yeah. No bites on the arms, no bites on the legs, just straight for the throat.
Yeah. And like Angie finds Zargtha tracks, and she notices that they're not like sets of 4; they're sets of 2. It's
bipedal.
The detective, who I like the detective in this episode.
No, he's pretty reasonable.
He's
funny.
Yeah, he is. I like him. He asks if they've ever if they know who this kid is at all, and Hoff says no in a way that sounds like it's his own disowned kid. Like he really does. Like, no, I have no Billy. And so the detective's like, yeah, this has been happening to these street kids. And they're like, what do you mean it's been happening? Like, it's the 4th one this week. Like, why have we not heard about this? He's like, yeah, these kids aren't Nicole Brown. Nobody gives a shit about them.
He's like we're in LA. There's stuff like people die all the time.
Do you know how many murders there are every day?
Yeah.
Have you read The Modest Proposal? I mean, it could be worse.
So when he's like as the detective's like breaking down stuff, he's like, "What do you think we do this?" And Hoff's like, we use like trained attack dogs in the Navy SEALs. I'm like, really? Trained attack dogs in the Navy SEALs? Everyone knows you want that trained attack dog in your little inflatable boat as you sneak into Panama.
No. They ride the dolphins.
I have to imagine that attack dogs are a tool that are available to SEALs, but I don't think that they would be a thing that they would use in any regularity.
I feel that's something else.
Yeah, it was weird. It was just it didn't make sense, but it just seems like something that's like a SEAL could have that, but why?
Are you presenting a sealed bud situation? There's no rule that says that a golden retriever can't be a Navy SEAL.
No, I'm more presenting the idea that a SEAL would have a wide selection of tools at his disposal.
Okay, bud, you're gonna have to take out the sentry. Here's the knife.
No, see, here's the thing: is they call what they call Navy SEAL training? It's buds. So it's just air buds. Yeah.
No, see, no dog.
And then just him with the like a golden retriever with the bucket hat and the face paint on.
It all lines up.
Yeah. And then you get Air Bud versus Predator.
Mm-hmm. And Air Bud kills Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Would it just be Navy buds or?
No, it's still Airbud. It should be like
No, it's land, sea, and air buds.
Land, Sea, and Airbud. Yeah.
Okay,
no.
No, you're right. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So.
just a golden retriever parachuting into enemy territory.
Well, you know what's actually what's also funny is that seals are like almost dogs, just aquatic. So it's already it's a seal that's a dog. So it's like double dog. It's weird.
It's
really blurring the lines.
I love the scene where the guy throws the grenade and then the dog nose bombs it into the other room and it kills 3 terrorists.
I mean, it sounds like a good scene. I'm not gonna lie.
Be right back writing movie.
You would think people wouldn't. You think people wouldn't watch basically John Wick, but with dogs?
No, this one, the human is the one that gets killed.
Right. Yeah. See, you got it.
Yeah.
So now what we need to do is we need to make a Rambo version where the dog comes back after
He's been changed. First bite.
What's the general Tracer, right? Something like that. The thing is, you don't have to change his character at all. He's the dog trainer.
We train these dogs to do one thing, and that's to kill.
And then you get the scene where he ties the red bandana around his neck.
God didn't make Rambud. I made Rambud.
But only one mailman dies in the whole movie. He just falls off the roof on his own.
Right. When he's like, it's okay, you're a good boy, you're a good boy. Jeez.
Survival knife between his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Rambud 3 really gets weird.
Yeah.
How does he operate the turret machine gun?
It's just covered.
Tongue hanging out.
It's oiled up for some reason.
Yeah, oiled up, of course, right. Oh, that's the... Well, the idea of a golden retriever on a turret-mounted machine gun, because he would look, he would look absolutely ecstatic while he's doing it.
Yeah,
because it's a golden retriever. So it'd just be like, it would cut back to shots of him. He'd just be super happy.
His tongue lolling out.
And then it cut to people just being cut in half by machine gun fire.
And then you get John Rambud, where he's like ripping people's throats out.
Right.
I love every part of this.
No, this just works.
Anyway,
we were talking about something.
We were talking about something much worse than these stupid fucking ideas. And these are stupid ideas, don't lie. But they're somehow, but they are way better than this. So, what is it? AJ finds dog hair, and they let her keep it. That's a thing.
yeah, she's like, "Can I keep this evidence?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it, I don't give a shit."
Yeah. So, but
to be fair, he says we know what did it. We just don't know who's in control.
Yeah, we just need to find the guy who's holding the leash.
Yeah,
because they figured it's got to be some dude with an attack dog sort of thing.
Yeah, and then Hoff goes to work, and Lily is hiding out in his lifeguard stand. He like broke into there. Hoff sees that the lock's fucked with. He's like, "Ah, shit." And Lily comes out with fucking waving his little silver knife.
Yeah, that he has now?
Yeah, I don't know how he got it.
Yeah, I don't know where he got it. But
He must have ripped it out of her hands.
Mm-hmm.
Before he ran away.
Quick, I'll disarm you before I flee. So you're helpless before the dog.
Yeah. So
Go, make friends.
So Hoff was trying to get any information out of Lily. Lily's just fucking not giving any.
Yeah.
And this scene in particular, so Baywatch Nights is no stranger to the Dutch angle. But, man, the cameraman was drunk in this part. There was like 45-degree tilts on this thing.
Yeah, true, facts.
Yeah, it was rough in this particular part. Then it gets hit with an aftershock. So it might have been like the camera's all wobbly because the aftershock's coming. And it fucks off again. Lily's gone. He's out of there.
Yeah, he just refuses to go to the police because Hoff figures out that he knows something since both street kids in the same area of a dead street kid.
Yeah,
and all Lily gives him is that it wasn't a dog.
Yeah. Angie has examined the hair, found out it's wolf hair. And then now Teague shows up. And Teague's like, oh, fucking Zargthas. They love street kids.
They can't get enough of him.
Yeah. And this is where I'm like, wait, it actually is called Zargtha?
yeah, I was surprised as well.
And so, according to Teague, Zargthas are Yugoslavian wolfmen. And Hoff is like, that's bullshit. No way. A Yugoslavian. I may have found a joke 2 months ago, but Yugoslavian wolfmen don't exist.
And a wolfman and a ooze monster 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Also, that voodoo guy 2 weeks ago, and I got stuck in a Tron.
and that species lady.
And then I got transported into the spotlight of doom to a different Tron. But I draw the line at Yugoslavian wolfman.
That sounds ridiculous. I don't even believe in Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia is a myth.
I mean, this came out in 97. Yugoslavia might have been a myth by then.
And this is around the time when I actually looked in, is there something to this?
Yeah, I Googled it too.
Yeah.
We're both frantically typing in Zargtha, and all we get is Baywatch Nights. Baywatch Nights.
Yeah. So Zargtha is sort of just not a thing. As far as I can tell, it just made up nonsense.
Yeah.
That they just stapled onto Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
There's certainly Yugoslavian folk monsters that, gobble up kids, because everybody has those.
We actually have wolfmen. I'm looking it up. The Vakalok. And I mean that's...
Hoff couldn't say that.
And there's several different, spellings of it because, of course, it's not English.
Well, yeah, but there's not. But Zargtha comes.
No,
from
Zargtha comes from nothing.
Yeah. Zargtha comes from truck stops.
Zargtha comes from truck stops. That's his.
Yeah,
that's a good phrase.
So, Hoff goes looking for Lily and goes to an alley filled with hobos and goths. And follows him into a condemned building. And this is now where Lily is from now on pronounced Lily. So Lily/Lily goes into this condemned building and then goes through some hallways and shit and gets led into the Burger King Street Kids Club.
Yeah, there's basically some kids squatting in this building.
Yeah.
And what is it? They hide him.
Yeah.
From Hoff.
They're like, hey, Lily. And then it's it's just weird. Why are you saying it like that now? The detective shows up here. And he's like, wait, why is the lifeguard here? Because it's Hoff and Sydney is her name. The one that was...
Yeah, the lady in charge of the youth center.
Yeah, I don't think they've said her name yet.
No, I'm pretty sure that is when she's... no, they I don't think they introduced her name until much later.
Yeah. It's just I remember that because I'm tired of trying to figure out how to describe her. So... the detectives are like, we can't let anybody in here because it's condemned and there's been an earthquake.
Yeah.
And Hoff and
it's
her...
happened 3 or so times so far in this episode.
Yeah.
That had been rumblings.
Yeah. So they're like, yeah, you can't no, nobody's gonna go in there. And then they're like, they do the most bullshit, like, reasons for why they get to go in. Where, like, she says that works for the county or something.
Something along those lines.
And
she
he works for
understands
the city.
And she understands the responsibilities, and she accepts the blah, blah, blah. And he says, like, because lifeguard, something along the lines, fireman.
Yeah, he says lifeguard, fireman. Like, he just...
And also the same thing.
Yeah, it's like he says the secret phrase to put him into the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Lifeguard, fireman.
I think he might volunteer as a fireman. I think that was what he said. Something about being a volunteer fireman.
Yeah, he said he assumes the risk.
I don't remember when Sydney I don't remember how Sydney shows up really.
I think she maybe shows up with the cop, but I don't know.
No, I do remember. She shows up with Teague.
That's right. Her and Teague show up.
Yeah, that's right. Because Teague shows up and says, "Oh, this Zargtha, they love kids," and then introduces Sydney. Not actually introduces her, by the way. Doesn't tell anybody her name, but does say she knows about Lily.
Yeah, that's right.
I like to think that they love kids, and then it just next cut it's Zargtha in like a clown costume with balloons, just doing parties. And
then they all float down here and all that jazz.
So yeah. So this is one great part. So they both go in, and then the detective's like, Frank, come here. He's like, what? He's like, go away, Frank. He's like, what? He's like, I just want to know if anybody's fucking listening to me here.
Yeah, that was a good line. Probably the best line of the episode.
Yeah, it was great. And so now they're both. Well, no, she doesn't show because T shows up with Angie. I don't know where the fuck Sydney shows up.
No.
Here.
It's definitely Sydney shows up with Teague, and then Angie goes, and then Angie comes and meets them, and then they go, and then Teague brings them back to brings Angie back to the lab or whatever. It's weird, but I'm fairly certain on that. I'm gonna do a quick double check just to make sure.
Because Sydney went in with Hoff before Teague shows up with Angie.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird vagaries.
I think Hoff was driving around with Sydney looking for Lily when they went to Hobo Goth Alley.
Yes, that I do remember. That's what I remember.
I think they just cut to them in the car.
I feel certain that she was introduced by Teague. Let me see, but there's them being. There's Lily shows up in the tower. There's Teague showing up. Talk about Zargtha. Zargtha talk. Yeah. Because he then turns, and then Sydney.
Okay, yeah.
In the car, and then I think they just call in Angie. She comes there, and then they split off into and then they split off Scooby Doo style, where Teague goes with Angie. And,
yeah.
And Sydney goes with Hoff.
Yeah. Anyway, so Sydney and Hoff are inside the building, and then aftershock happens, and the building's just getting fucked up here. Just like all kinds of styrofoam walls and shit are falling over.
Yeah, it's getting worse and worse in there.
Yeah.
By the way, the condemned building still apparently has electricity. There's definitely light bulbs that are on and shit in the thing.
So Teague and Angie show up, and they're like, saying how it's like the fur is from like an extinct breed of wolf
from around Yugoslavia.
Yeah, from the mountains up there.
Yeah.
And so then So then another aftershock, and the building is just really getting fucked. And so, like, the aftershocks are getting closer together now. So I think LA might be pregnant.
That's how it works.
And Sydney gets KO'd. And
yeah, by just debris.
Yeah, just stuff falls. And like Hoff's like pinned down by the styrofoam wall. And Sydney's knocked out. And like you see the Zargtha in the hallway, and he's like, "Hey, over here, help me!"
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh shit, no, it's a Zargtha. No, bad idea."
Yeah. You can tell it's a Zargtha, but Hoff thinks
Yeah.
it's just a dude because he's all silhouetted and such.
And he doesn't believe in no Zargtha.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of no Zargtha.
Zargtha takes a sweet time getting off.
Yeah, Zargtha just kind of, I don't know, saunters in.
Like, he sort of just like looks like he's lost. Honestly, he just sort of wanders around like
He looks like he's looking for the bathroom.
Yeah, he looks like he's looking for the bathroom. This is true. But he makes his way over to Hoff, so you finally get like a decent look at him.
Yeah, you can see the Halloween mask that the Marauder is wearing.
Mm-hmm.
The Zargtha does nothing to them. He looks at him and just kind of walks away.
Yeah, he basically he sniffs Sydney, and that's about it.
Yeah, he's like, nope, these aren't 35-year-olds playing 18.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, too old.
Yeah. So then the detective and Angie are outside the building. They can hear the Zargtha inside.
Yeah, he's howling.
Yeah, and so they're like they're trying to get him to go in. He's like, no, you fucking they should never let these motherfuckers.
Like, fuck you! I shouldn't let them in. I'm not letting you in.
Yeah, flushing more people after lost people already. So Hoff just kind of figures out how to get out from underneath this.
Yeah,
he just kind of grunts a lot, and
I assume he got moist enough through blood loss and sweat,
or maybe he pissed himself,
or pissed himself. That's true. That's also possible.
Yeah.
And I think around here is where they actually introduce Sydney's name.
Yeah.
When he's like waking her up from being
know. It was actually before. It was when she was knocked out. Because he's like, Sydney.
Yeah, when she's getting sniffed by a wolfman.
Yeah.
Which is a much worse version of touched by an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, sniffed by a wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
So they start looking around. They find like the door.
There's a Biden joke in there somewhere, but I can't.
There's like a
hairy legs,
They find the door.
Only your hair.
And
she's too old. I mean, that's the problem too. Perfect.
So they find like
overripe.
I kind of really wish the Zargtha had a little one-liners like that. It would be much funnier.
The season. This one's too old. This one's too young.
This one's just right.
Ow!
Cookie. Those 100% his thing. I can tell they're slightly different, but they 100% could have just cut out that audio.
Maybe the Cookie Crisp dog actually is a Zargtha, and that's why he's part of the cereal. Is he's actually just there to grab children and
That's
grab the boxes?
No.
He's a felon. Goddammit!
It adds up. That's why the cops are chasing after him. He steals cookies and also eats children.
Yeah, the cop's like, Frank, come here. Frank, get the fuck out of here. Go get the Zargtha. Let me eat my Cookie Crisp. So they find the door to the where the kids are hiding out in the building, and Hoff figures out the secret password to this door is kick the fucking door down.
Yeah, that's a funny.
It is a universal passcode.
That is the funny thing is that they've cut back a couple of times before this to like Lily and the kids like hunkered in their little
they're like fucking hanging out eating.
hovel, and like Lily brought them some snacks and whatever, so they're comfortable, so to speak, in this building that's going to fall down pretty soon.
They don't give a shit that the walls are falling down.
But Lily refuses to leave the room, and he's like, "Don't open that door, no matter what, because the Zargtha will come in and eat us all." Which, to be fair, is his experience.
Yeah.
But I mean, staying in a building that is gonna fall down isn't really better. And he's under the impression that this door will stop the Zargtha from getting them.
Yeah.
And Koff just fucking kicks it open with the greatest of ease.
No, he doesn't. He kicks it down.
Yeah, that's right.
He kicks it off the hinges.
That's true. Yeah, he annihilates this door. If the only way it could be worse if it's shattered into splinters.
Yeah. He's like one step away from Rampage Jacksoning that door.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, we gotta get out of here. And this is Lily's like, no, they're only after kids. And so like, what do we do? And like, we gotta use bait. And use bait. And this is where we find out if Lily is single-use monster bait or if he's multiple-use monster bait.
So for once he actually does something that isn't fucking cowardly in this episode too.
Yeah, this is the only time he's like, oh, obviously it's got to be me. He wants me, damn it. He followed me. He didn't even say that, but
he didn't say that. He should have said that.
Yeah,
that would have actually been a character arc.
Well, if there could have been some reason, the thing seems to just be following him everywhere.
I mean, from a certain stance, it could just be like you got away, and now I want to kill you. That was my thinking. Is Zargtha just doesn't want people to get away from it. It wounds its pride as a hunter.
I mean, it's a wolf, so it has a scent track, so it could easily just go. There's a kid. Follow the food.
That also makes sense.
Well, but he's also eaten like 8 kids along the way.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you see berries on the way to,
and we haven't touched on this really, but the Zargtha really doesn't do much in terms of eating other kids. It mostly just kills them. It bites on them afterwards, but it mostly just kills them. It doesn't seem to really want to eat them so much. But it
only wants the delicious throats.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't like pull their guts out or anything.
No, it's like the orcas that kill like
sharks,
a young whale, and then just eat the jaw.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's pretty much what a Zargtha does.
I was thinking of the sharks and their livers, but yeah, that applies too.
Yeah, I mean, but it also could be that it just feeds off fear too, because who knows? It's supernatural.
Yeah.
So this is what their plan seems to be. So. Lily's just, like, fucking walking down a hallway, and the Zargtha comes, and then Hoff and Sydney just kind of bump into the
Yeah, Zargtha. They just sort of run out.
Hoff didn't even do anything. He just kind of runs into the Zargtha.
Yeah.
And then kind of falls over, and then Sydney runs up with her little fucking letter opener, like, ah! And then the Zargtha's like, ugh. And this is also great, because that is about the effort that Hoff puts into these moans in this fight. Like, the struggle grunts, he's like, ugh. It's like 30 seconds of that.
No, it's real bad. It's one of the most pathetic fight scenes in the series, which is saying something.
Yeah. It's mostly, it'd be like what you would expect, like, a Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair match to look in about another 15 years.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
They sort of hold each other's arms, like, and then gently sway for a bit, and it's like, oh,
like a 50s monster movie.
There was a thing that actually happened before. There was like a brief Zargtha attack earlier in the episode that I kind of forgot about because it was so pathetic. Where the Zargtha just sort of comes out of nowhere, pushes him into the wall, and just sort of slaps his shoulders, and then leaves.
Yeah,
and that's like the Zargtha's go-to move in this fight as well.
Yeah,
he does it to both Sydney and Hoff again, where he just sort of pushes one of them in a corner and just goes, ah!
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's just completely powerless unless you're a child.
That seems to be the only takeaway.
But he fucks up Sydney's arm.
No, he does. He seems unwilling to go for the kill if it's a child. I think he has the capability. But like something holds him back from doing so.
So Hoff breaks like a pipe that's hanging up, like running down the hallway. He like breaks it, like kind of sprays the steam in the Zargtha's face. We know that Zargtha is not related to Chupacabra. Chupacabra is much weaker to steam.
Yeah.
And
Everybody knows
then Hoff like pulls himself up on by the pipe and like leg scissors the Zargtha's head.
And they just screaming at each other.
And then just like, just more swaying.
And they're just screaming at each other at that point. They're just like, and the Zargtha's doing the same.
And then Lily has the silver letter opener and stabs.
Yeah. At this point, Cindy's like got her arm bit real good.
Yeah.
And so she drops the letter opener.
Yeah.
So Lily picks it up and gives it to him good in the back.
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
Yep. Double damage. The silver bypasses damage reduction. Guy's fucked.
Yeah.
Critical hit. And then they just all like go outside. And then like that's pretty much it.
And then Sydney becomes a
maybe we don't know.
That's possible, but we don't know. I don't think it actually goes off werewolf rules.
Only when it's convenient.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's vaguely werewolfy.
Yeah, but it never transforms into the Zargtha. It just is the Zargtha.
Yeah, it's Zargtha all the time, baby.
Yeah. My Yugoslavian baby wants a Zargtha all the time.
Zargtha all the time.
Zargtha all the time. We get one last line from the detective. Who's just gonna send Frank in there to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't going in there. Hey, Frank!
Yeah,
and that's literally the end of the episode. Yeah. Yeah.
as bad as I gotta say, as bad as the intro scream is, the do is not bad for just the ending of a scene.
No, it's not.
It's not terrible. It has an element of both finality and comedy to it.
Yeah, it's definitely like the show looks at you and goes, "Well, that's all we got."
Yeah, it is practically the that's all, folks.
You need the little different strokes music right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Which every episode should just end with Hoff walking back to the beach with the Hulk music playing.
Trying to hitch a ride and just can't.
Because he's walking through the jungle.
Because he's carrying in a joking skull.
Yeah.
He's wet for no reason.
This is the weirdest episode of Highway to Heaven I ever saw.
So, I gotta say, his incredulity in this episode was really something at this point.
Yeah.
This is episode, what, like 16, 17?
I think.
And like this whole fucking season, he's been fighting fucking a Jogan and bullshit like that.
And vampires and blob monsters.
Yeah. Voodoo cults.
Yeah. Haunted houses.
No, but he draws the line at Zargtha. He's like, he made that shit up. Which he's right about.
To be fair, they did make that shit up.
Yes, he's 100% right about it.
Yeah, he's right about it, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
He should just be like Yugoslavian Wolfman? Sure, whatever.
No, I forgot about the space spores. I remember the space spores with the exploding animals.
The time travel ghost house, which was apparently a dream, but no.
Yeah. The crazy guy who just wants to drown a family.
Right.
But yeah, this is the 16th episode of the season. And he's just like, nah, fucking Wolfman, that's Yugoslavian Wolfman now. You're just saying words now.
Alright. So rating.
It makes more sense if I still say it makes more sense if he just doesn't believe Yugoslavia is real. He's like, Wolfman, yeah, sure, but Yugoslavia bullshit. Yugoslavia. I'm not gonna Slavia, Yugoslavia.
Next, you're going to tell me Austria is a country.
You're telling me a Ratatouille this?
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, for rating for this one, I don't know.
To be fair, there was no longer Yugoslavia at this point.
That's true. Sure.
It hadn't been Yugoslavia for 5 years.
But the country technically still exists, even if it's not called that anymore.
I forgot about how low we rated the character from the movie is.
Yeah, no.
Dr. John, you're never gonna get out of the T-hole.
Yeah, that guy's the worst. Even Lily's better than him.
Yeah.
And Lily's a fucking son of a bitch. He's a coward throughout the whole fucking episode.
Yeah.
And he just brings death upon everyone he visits.
At least he stabbed the thing in the back with the letter opener.
Yeah. He has the character arc, but they don't really do anything
No.
to make you feel a way about it. Like there's nothing along the lines of like he does say I'm sick of running, but there's nothing along the lines of nobody else calls him out on his bullshit.
So, I mean, I feel like this episode is real close to Terror of the Deep. I feel like you can swap in a Jogan and a Zargtha.
Yeah, no. It does feel real close. I'm not sure whether it's above or below though.
I mean, it's
Geographically, it's above because Terror of the Deep takes place
Right?
underwater.
It's true. I think I feel like the monster is better.
Is it though?
Yeah. Because the Jogan is like wildly is like worthless. Meanwhile, the Zargtha is really good at killing kids. It kills the shit out of children.
Yep. Andre, seal of approval.
I don't want to hear that from you, Marty. You're in no shape to say anything about this. I'm just going by kill count. That's how you evaluate monsters.
I mean, didn't the Jogan sink the boat though?
Did it?
I think it did.
Well, I don't remember that being part of the thing. If that's true, then I guess
I thought it was capsized and.
I thought it just sank for its own reasons.
I think it murdered a bunch of people and that somehow caused it to sink.
I mean, it's been so long, I have no idea.
Well, we just have to start the season over again.
But I feel like the boat just sank and there was a Jogan on board, and then because that's apparently what they do, is they just sneak on board ships, and then it just did its thing.
We know at 4, I think, did they kill and did he kill anybody past Billy?
It
seems like his
not that we know of.
It seems like his body count is 4.
Yeah.
4 the greater Los Angeles area. We don't know about where it came from.
True.
We don't know how many kids it left along Route 66.
Because there was
because Billy was the 4th kid.
There was a knockoff Ted or whatever. There was the sleeping kid. Never stood a chance.
Yeah, well, there's probably another one because they might be. We don't know how many killed in the house.
That's true.
In the shelter, but the detective said it was the 4th this week that they found, and I think they know about the one at the house the night before. But there were witnesses. There was a lot of witnesses, and we know Sydney got out at least.
Maybe it's, maybe the bias is just because you don't really see the Ajogan do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But while
we know the Ajogan went to the surface and took a dude off a boat
and kidnapped kids for
reasons.
I
don't know.
They never really explained why it did that.
We have to find the writers of the 2 episodes and have them debate who wins in a fight. Ajogan versus Zargtha.
Which is funnier, though? I feel like Zargtha is funnier, too.
Yeah, I mean all the child death.
See, this is why you can't say anything about
Hold
that.
on. You know what? I gotta.
Because you're like, yeah, dead kid.
I
sympathize with the Zargtha.
I have the notes. I'm just gonna review the notes for Terror of the Deep. Just see if there's anything that really.
Zargtha did get his own special effect.
He did have Zargtha vision. But the Ajogan had the Ajogan growl. Come
Yeah,
on.
true.
That lasted like 5 episodes.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Wow. I mean, he was the new Kitty Boogeyman off of Catalina.
The savage creature from the most savage
Yeah.
culture.
Remember?
Catalina.
Yeah.
The Wendigo of Catalina.
The Yeti of the Amazon rainforest.
Wow, I wrote so much more notes for that. I cared so much more.
That's back before you were ground down by...
Yeah.
by the knights.
I also forgot that. I also forgot that I called the Ajogan the New Guinea Armis.
Yeah, it is.
So what was Terror of the Deep?
That was the Ajogan
It was the
episode.
Ajogan.
No. What was the score?
It was 3.
3.
This is the thing, is we're not sure whether it goes above or below that.
Yeah.
It's definitely close to that, but we're not sure if it's above or below that. It's probably very close to it.
Yeah. We're like real close.
Like not like less than 0.5 easy, but
So like
Circle of Fear is 3.33, and I feel like it's even closer than that.
yeah, agree.
but above or below?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, this is the question. It's
why
because they're both real dumb.
So 3 plus minus 1.
That might be the thing.
Um,
That is the area we're playing in at the moment, though, because
I forgot about the shitty introduction of Teague too. It was like he goes all over the world, and he's never fucking left since they've met him. He just hangs out in fucking Santa Monica.
Teague is better in this episode.
He's much better in this episode.
He's like helpful and
Yeah.
provides information. Doesn't just send you into a death trap under the sea.
Well, that's a Zargtha.
Oh right, I forgot. I forgot that Terror of the Deep started on September 11th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ship sank, no survivors.
It wasn't ominous back then, though.
No.
We should have known, though. It was the start.
When you first heard that Ajogan yell, you knew that it was it for those towers.
Yeah.
Oh right, I forgot that Jogan had the weird fingers.
Yeah.
Where the ring finger was super long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the terrorists did it. Is they just had to match it up with the Ajogan episode.
They do a lot of not showing you the Ajogan in the Ajogan episode.
Yeah. Whereas you see exactly how shitty the Zargtha is.
Yeah. But you can tell how shitty the Ajogan is from what they do.
Oh yeah, no, you can.
Like the hand thing, the hand stuff they do is fine. Where it grips a rail at something and growls at Hoff. But
do they at least have a good reveal or either one?
No, that's the thing. They're bad. They're both bad in different ways. Like
those big Zargtha reveals, he just shuffles down a hallway and then sniffs Sydney and Hoff.
Yeah.
So
up until then, he's been like almost entirely silhouetted.
One of the red letter media things that Rich Evan coined was the coupon shot, where instead of a money shot where you have a dramatic jump into frame or something, they just have like the monster just kind of walks out.
Well,
I think there was one that they had that they just put like a 6-year-old in like a little alien costume, and like the episode they like kicked him out of a van door and he went.
Well, the Ajogan, the thing with the Ajogan, it was they just didn't show it. They did stuff where like I said, you can see the Ajogan's creepy hand like grip a rail, and growl at Hoff, and then at the end he like impales it on a hook and stuff.
Yeah, but here's the other thing.
And they still don't show it, really.
And then here's the other thing. Hoff murders it, and then when he's talking to Teague, he still doesn't believe in any of this. At the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, you see it? He's like, I saw it. I didn't know what it was. I killed it, man. It could be anything.
It was probably a Scooby-Doo villain, but I didn't feel like taking off the mask, because then I would be murder.
God, they're so close. Like, the more they
really are. They're.
All right, 3 ± 1.
They have to come up with a better way to kill the Ajogan. Now that just stab it.
They hang him on a hook.
They do the weird they do the weird thing where they burn out all the oxygen, and then they hang it on the hook.
Yeah. That episode also has the defensive use of glow sticks, which is way better than anything that happened here.
But
that episode.
But Keanu Reeves did get a stab at Wolfman with a letter opener.
That episode had was the start of where Angie just reads out the monster manual.
Yeah.
And they just like have equipment for stuff.
Yeah.
Which sort of makes sense in retrospect because of Teague, but it still didn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense at the time.
Especially since in the first season, like her trying to get access to lab equipment was a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then now she just fucking has it.
Yeah, she has a boat with like advanced sonar and shit.
However, they did mix up the guineas in the Ajogan episode too.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, in the Ajogan episode, they fucked up the research, and in this one, they didn't even pretend to do it.
It is so close.
I mean, when's the last time that Angie actually researched a monster rather than just Teague going, yeah, it's a thing?
Well, Angie researches it a bit before Teague shows up in this episode.
The thing
she figures out that it's
a lot of times what happens is she just says, I think this is an idea, and then it's like, nope, it's totally that. She doesn't ever research anything. She just goes, could be this, and it's always that.
The closest thing she did like actual research thing was with the species lady.
Yeah.
It's like some sort of frog monster. Maybe?
Yeah. Yep.
I wonder if what happened is they originally wanted Destiny to do all this shit and have, between the psychic powers and stuff, be able to like know it, but they got rid of that character, so they had to kind of merge it into Angie.
Well, no, because they didn't have the idea for the supernatural thing at all until she had already kicked Destiny off the show half a season before.
Yeah. They got rid of her way too early for that.
Oh, I just wasn't sure, like, because you had Destiny had supernatural stuff, so I'm just wondering if they originally had thought that they were going to move in that direction or something.
No. It was what happened was they wanted to do like a buddy cop situation, like a Lethal Weapon style thing,
Yeah.
with Hoff and Ellerby. Ellerby's a hockey player. And Ellerby. But the ratings didn't happen for that, so they're like, all right, nobody's watching that. Let's do shitty X-Files. X-Files is the biggest thing in the world now.
Which is why they have the weird Hoff. I mean, Hoff and Andy had the weird Mulder Scully thing going on.
Yeah.
But like sort of weird and in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But Angie has no reason to believe in this stuff because she's a woman of science, and Hoff's just an asshole.
Yeah, Hoff just
who just doesn't believe in the things he sees and kills with hooks and fire. And also, it's been a while since Gryffindor showed up too.
Yeah, true. That is true. Neither of them has shown up for a bit. Not in this episode at all.
I mean, Griff is kind of like what you get if you turn a golden retriever into a Navy SEAL.
I think at least for now we do have to go with 3 plus or minus 0.1.
Yeah,
because I really can't place.
I go back and forth on it.
I know it's like, but Zargtha had this.
Sorry, sorry, it's Schrodinger's episode. You don't know whether not it's above or below. I'm joking.
Well, I know it's shitty either way. That's
yeah. It's still we still have no idea where Knights of Dragon 1 is in relation to anything.
No, that episode is
it's on an entirely
that episode
just
doesn't.
Yes, it's the print symbol Omega. That's its rating.
It doesn't make sense.
Print symbol Omega.
Yeah, it's that episode. There's so much.
No, there's nothing you can really say. It's just bonkers. It's just utterly bonkers. So, then what's our next episode?
Hold on, I gotta spell Zargtha right.
You gotta spell Zargtha. Zarg. Spell with the Zarg. And then
I was, but the problem was like I was typing it all out of order. And it was like Zargtha. And Zarg does nothing. There's no such thing as a Zargtha.
Yeah.
Don't be silly.
No, don't be silly.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
All right.
He's like, "What are you, an asshole?"
Yeah. Okay. So
what's the next episode so I can go to bed?
it's called The Servant.
The Servant.
Yeah. So guesses.
Did this episode count as a werewolf episode? That's the question.
I mean, I think it's the closest thing we're getting to a werewolf episode.
Yeah, it's probably If an episode called The Servant is a werewolf episode, I'm gonna be real mad. The Servant. It's got to be some magic bullshit.
Okay, I looked ahead. This is the closest thing to a werewolf that you're gonna get. Was Zargtha. So
okay. Well, I need to think of a new joke answer. 'Cause I've got the vampire and the werewolf locked in. There's got to be some magical bullshit. I'm gonna say demons again, just because. Fuck it.
I want it to be mummies, but I don't think it is.
a mummy comes to life and stalks the employees of a museum warehouse.
Beautiful.
I was like, he's going, I've done werewolves, I've done vampires. What could it possibly be? I was like, mummies, it's gotta be mummies.
No. I should have thought about that.
And that's what happened to Marty said too, cause
Yeah.
Alright, this pissed me off.
Next Frankenstein's, yeah.
I'm gonna read you the name of the episode after that because of how much this sounds like the Mummy episode. It's called Symbol of Death. Is the next one?
Yeah.
See, I would probably guess mummies for that.
Yeah. No, I was like, that's why I was saying I don't think it's gotta be, but it's like just if you're going with the order of bullshit. We just had vampires a couple ago. We had our werewolf, and mummies is
Mummies and Frankenstein.
yeah. I think the Ajogan's about as close as you're getting to the monster from the Black Lagoon.
Probably. I mean, really, I would have thought that would have shown up by now. But yeah, well, it's either that or the species lady. But she was more of a species lady, so
yeah. I forgot about Frozen Vikings. We've also had Frozen Vikings.
Yeah, we had Frozen Vikings.